Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to today's training. I'm with a very long-time friend and colleague, marketer, educational teacher, also a life teacher, not just for marketing, making money, but also a very life teacher, somebody who's been on the ground working with people who have problems in many situations. That was pretty much his background when I met him many years ago. And he's also been a networker for many, many years. And I think his biggest passion is teaching. And I think that's what we want to do right now. We're probably going to start doing a series of little teachings and little videos. And if the community likes it, we're going to be doing more and more of these and sharing it throughout everybody. Now, why? Because whether we're doing Cloud Token or any other project, the basic is teaching, right? I think he says it very often, the more you learn, the more you earn. But I'm going to let him get into those little tricks. I'm not going to take away his stuff. So basically, without taking too much time, a long-time friend, also very good marketer, and also a very good life teacher. So let's all take what he's going to teach us today on our first of many episodes that we're going to be doing together. Hello, Mr. Ibrahim. How are you?
All right, Luigi, my brother, how you doing? Give it up, man. Give it up, Luigi. No, we made it, man. Luigi, we've come a long way, brother. I'm sorry, man. This is amazing. I'm absolutely blown away that we could be in we're like 15,000 kilometers away from each other. 15,000.
Sure.
And yet still connected. It's like we never left. So I congratulate you, man. You're phenomenal success. And I thank you for giving me the ability to be on the call. And as you so rightly said, man, my passion is teaching, educating, and inspiring people to do what it takes to be able to get the best of their effort and reach to higher levels of their potential. We can do that. And you know, and that's one of the things that I love about Cloud Token. It allows people to do that, but also allows them to focus on what they need to do financially, because that becomes a big issue now. The world has changed. The whole circumstance of how money is earned has changed. And Cloud Token is one of those things that exhibit and show that reality is it. But as much as it's changed, you also got to go back to the basics. There's many people who want to do better even with Cloud Token, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to balance it out, how to get things going, what the right things to say. And so why don't we help them? You know, I have some ability and skill to be able to do that. So that's why we're here.
That's something that I'm glad that you said that, because see, today and yesterday, there was an individual yesterday, and the day before there was also somebody else, a lady I know, I'm not going to put any names out there, that she said on the chat, she reaches out to us because we have these chat with Cloud, and she says, "Hi everybody, I need help. I can see that a lot of you are having success. I'm copying the same post as you. I'm doing the same thing as you guys. I'm saying the same thing as you guys, that I'm getting nobody that's signing up under me." So it's kind of sad, because at the end of the day, it's not just because you're, okay, like Luigi is Luigi. So you can't just, doesn't mean that you do the same thing or say the same thing as Luigi, it's going to work. So that's where maybe me and you, let's try to take it to another level to see where you need to help these people that sometimes want to succeed. But even though they copy the same post as us, they're not really getting the same attraction or the same, you know, like nobody's really wanting to listen to them or to follow them. That we can change that. So how can we help that change? Well, let's get into part one today and see what we can share as to maybe how we can help people around the world.
Yeah. So I put together, and again, I just put this together. Me and you only spoke 2 days ago about this, and we had thought about it when we met in Singapore a few weeks ago. But I just put this together, and it's called From Me to We Networking Success, where a person has to go in their mind from me, I want, to what can I help you with, to we, how can we help you achieve this? Like you're doing now, like you're doing with all these Zoom calls. You're going all around the world, but you're telling people, we're here to help you. What can I do to help you? How can we go from me to we and do like that? Because success, you read it here, success leaves undeniable clues. And let's just make friends with that, okay? So moving forward, here's the thing, okay? I want to talk to you about who I am, because again, you need to know something about me to have that, comfortability of who I am and what I'm doing. I've been in network marketing since I left college in 1982. I've worked with a number of really top-notch network marketing companies and multi-billion-dollar companies, and I was a top earner and top trainer with the companies, presenter, and all that kind of stuff. And we've done really well with them. No complaints. Right now, as it stands, I'm a certified blockchain professional, and I'm a HRDF train the trainer here in Malaysia. So I train the trainers. I train those people who train others. So if you want to understand something, this is my passion. This is the stuff that I love. This is my commitment. It's a lifetime deal, okay? But I say that to you so that you'll hear me better when you know me. You'll hear me better and you'll understand me better when you know me. So I just share that a little bit about myself. And we can talk more about that if necessary later. So moving forward, here's the thing. This is my certified blockchain professional. Because a lot of people say, certified blockchain professional, what does it mean? Woo! Listen, you know what? I studied very hard. I studied very long. It's an amazing opportunity. Here it is, black and white. If you notice down here in the right-hand corner, okay, looking at your screen, you'll notice that there's a number. That 1212, that number there, that number means that with this company and with this institution, I'm registered on the blockchain. That's me. I'm registered on the blockchain, okay? As a certified blockchain professional. You can't get this unless you go ahead and complete the requirements. Just so you know, and I want to be clear about that. Because again, sometimes people need social proof before they'll buy into anything. And it's a good thing to be able to share it with them without having to be asked. So moving forward, here's the thing. Right? I'm going to ask people to engage with me and be involved. And the reason why I'm doing that is based on this idea that we have what's called the cone of learning. Now, this was done by Edgar Dale way back in 1969, okay? But this still holds true right now. And what happens is that the more you engage, the higher your engagement, the more you'll remember after 2 weeks. So when somebody's asking you, raise your hand if you understand this, or what do you think about that, and how many people agree with this? There's a real reason for that, because again, the more you're engaged, the more you're going to remember, because it becomes a personal connection that you make with, rather than individual, you're being collectively and individually connected to the information. And because of that now, after 2 weeks, you can remember even up to 90%. Whereas if you don't engage, you can remember it maybe even just 10%. And there's a big difference between the two, as we know. Just the numbers themselves speak like that. So I would encourage people to understand that and to be involved with that. And then when the next person gets up on stage, or Luigi is saying to you, what about this? What do you think about that? Raise your hand. If you just remember, when you raise your hand, it actually becomes a great benefit to you personally, okay? So here's the thing. We're moving forward, but guess what? Everybody's got a dream. Anybody here got a dream besides me? I got a dream. I put my hand up real high. So what's the deal? We got dreams. Well, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. You got to get out there and hustle. You got to put out your effort. Now, here's the beautiful thing is that Luigi and the team of people that have been engaged in the whole aspects of Cloud Token have come now to put together a fantastic, phenomenal system to help you with that hustle. But you still got to get out there and get your people on the call. And this is an amazing thing because, again, remember, the hustle is sold separately, okay? Keep the dream, though, all right? Moving forward, okay? Let's talk about the keys to networking success, okay? Mindset matters massively. You know, you mentioned about this lady who calls up, and we have people all the time over the years who have said they need help. They want to do better. They really desire to do better. They have that the commitment they want to put in there. Is they know what they have to do, but they just don't know what they should do or not. And it begins with the mindset. It begins with how you think. It's how you think, not necessarily how you're saying something to somebody else, but it's how you think and position yourself. That becomes crucial. And then number two is coming now to practice the foundations of networking mastery. The foundations of networking mastery, what to say, what to do, how to say it, how to do it. All of those things become relevant, and that's a package of information. And then we have the circumstance where, you know, the fortune is in your follower. The fortune is always found in the follower. I mean, you get somebody on the call, but then you ignore them. You just, that doesn't matter. You were on the call, you saw everything, so that's it. No, you got to really follow up with people and really give them a chance to understand that you care and that you want to be connected and move with them going towards that. Okay, so in that regard, now we want to get right into the thing, because again, there's some people, very famous people like Robert Kiyosaki, who has said this: the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. This is a very important saying. I mean, this is the stuff that I think that if people really understand this, the mindset should change behind this, is that you have to look at how you're going to build a network. If you're not building a network, you've already missed the boat. Your thinking process is not correct. You can't just be looking for work these days, because again, technology is pushing a bunch of people out of work. And that reality is coming down to be hard hitting with so many people. So we have to understand that you have to look at how you can build a network. Well, what does a network look like? Well, this is an example. This is an example of what a network can look like and should look like for those people who are involved with cloud token. But other companies as well, if you want to go to other companies, you could say, well, it could look like this with them and something like that. But for us, we want people to have networks that look like this. Why? Because this is a network that pays. And you can help a lot of people achieve their dreams, okay? And be able to put in their hustle. But there's something else that's really relevant and important too. And it comes down to this guy here, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is worth $67 billion. I think we should listen to him. Anybody here think we should listen to Warren Buffett? Because Warren said this: if you don't find a way to get your money to work for you while you sleep, you'll only work till you die. That's all you can do. You can work till you die if you don't figure out how to get your money working for you. So it begins with the mindset. Mindset is the absolute key element to being able to turn things around. And now that we have something that we can actually bring people to that will pay them on a daily basis and give them the opportunity to get their money working for them while they sleep, it's amazing. It's amazing the connections that we can make and all the good we can bring. So let's get down to the details now. Okay? Break it down like a fraction. Okay, here we go. Then you have a fixed mindset where failure is the limit of my abilities. Where people fail, they say, I can't do anything more. It's over. All right? Okay, I'm stuck with what I know. Okay? On the other hand, you have the growth mindset where failure is an opportunity to grow. What are you going to learn from that? If you can learn from that, you're good. Challenges help me to grow. Okay, and I try and I like to try and get new things happening. So here we are in the situation where you have a fixed mindset, you have a growth mindset. Up to you. You choose, but choose wisely. Okay, moving forward, what do we got? You see, we have to come now to understand that mindset matters massively. First things first. To improve and become more successful at networking, the primary focus must be on offering great value to the prospect and building a strong relationship with them. Offering great value and building a strong relationship. Okay? Building a strong relationship means this, is that you help them find what is their why. What is the thing that motivates them? What is the thing that they're willing to pursue and they're willing to strive for and to achieve that they want desperately or desire, intimately, that they want to get that thing. When we know what that is, then we have some leverage with them. Because again, the money that they're putting in is not that big a deal. But the thing that they want, is coming out to be a much bigger deal. Okay? Yeah. The thing that they want is a much bigger deal, and this is a process to help them achieve that. That's really important, right? Okay. Okay. So what do we have? Let's talk about what it takes. First and foremost, we're just going to go back, and this is a brief call. We can get into details behind every single one of these things, okay? But it's going to require 5 things. It's going to require more than that, but these 5 things are basic. You got to make a list, which is number 1. But even when you make that list, you got to make that list and you got to qualify it with A, B, and C. And when I say A, I mean ambitious. Who's ambitious? Who do you know that's ambitious? B, who's business-minded? C, who's got credibility, right? And then you're going to go now to your people and you're going to talk with them and you're going to find out who's from fitting that list, and you're going to qualify your people according to that, right? Then you're going to invite them to be on the call, or you're going to invite them to see the videos that we have that you can send out for them. Really amazing, right? You want to make sure that they get to see the presentation, whether it is coming now from the videos that we have online, or you're going to come now to bring them to the Zoom call, or you're going to have them come to a meeting. We have meetings going on here next week here in KK, in Kota Kinabalu, where I am in Malaysia. We have meetings going on here, and it's just what we're doing here. And we're organizing things in hotels and so on like that. We do that. But at the same time, the majority of activities that's going on is going on because we're sending out the videos to people, and they're going and watching it at their own space in their own time. Okay, so we want to make sure they see the presentation. After that, we want to do what's called the follow-up. We need to see if they're interested, what their level of interest is, answer any questions, deal with any issues that they may have in that regard, and so on like that. And then we want to get them, once we're past that, to number 5, where we're going now to what's called the fast start training. Get them started fast. Help them to understand what are the steps, and show them the steps, and walk with them even hand by hand, so that they can actually take the steps and have confidence that somebody is there. The majority of people, when they're coming to network marketing or being involved in any kind of a deal or opportunity, they have 2 questions, okay? Number 1, as soon as they walk in, they're asking themselves, can I do this, right? Before they even get the full package of information, can I do this? Once they see the information, then they have another question, okay, will you help me? They want to know, will the people who are in the business help them? We can answer yes on both of those accounts. And that's amazing. So make a list, invite the prospects, presentation, follow up, get fast start training, right? You're looking at making a list, qualify the person as ambitious, business-minded, and find if they have credibility. Next slide. When we're making a list, we want to think, we want to build locally, but think globally. Okay, and this is a take that I'm sharing with you, that we want to look at our family and friends, associates, workmates, classmates, professionals we know, neighbors, camping buddies, sports buddies, connections, mechanic, car dealers, accountants, dentists, insurance people, real estate. I mean, just anybody you know. Okay, teachers, etc. Right? But then when we start going now to start talking about globally, who can we get on the Skype call? Who can we talk to? We know who we've been talking to on Skype, and we can get them on the Zoom call, and LinkedIn, and Instagram, and Twitter, and so on and so forth. Who are the people we met when we're traveling on holidays in different cities and states? Okay, how do we connect with all of these people and bring them to the point where we just want to share them with them the information? That's it. Just share the information and then see who's ready. But again, remember your ABCs. Moving forward, okay? What is the inviting process? You want to create a relationship by discovering their dream. So the script could be something like this. If I could show you a way to achieve and insert their dream, find out what their dream is, not what you'd like for them, but necessarily what they want for themselves. Okay, because it would motivate them more. It's an inner motivation, right? Okay, would you, if I could show you how to achieve your dream, would you watch a video and attend one of our online Zoom calls or something to that effect, right? Calls so you can show you our system and how it works to create success. Okay. Once you get their commitment to go ahead and do that, you go ahead and ask them for permission. Okay, so okay, so what do you think? What do you think in the process of seeing this information? Are you interested? So if I called you back on such and such a time and such a day, would you be ready to just give me an answer or have a discussion with me about this so we can go further? So I could answer any questions you have or concerns or whatever, and just get them engaged in the process. And it may take more than one time that it's gonna take place before the whole thing comes together. But don't worry about that. Just get them involved. All right. Let's talk about CTO recipe for success. See, we start talking about technology learning curve. There's a technology learning curve here, but it's been made so simple and so easy. We're really within 3 months, a new prospect can come now to have massive success if they're willing to put in the work and work as part of the team. You know, and again, we want to talk about the issues of how to speak with people and how to help them strive towards their mastery. So we want them to, okay, if you look over here on the left, you'll see where it says TTP, talk to people. And if that doesn't work, you got a TTMP. That means talk to more people. Why? Because that's the key. Getting your people that you can have contact with and connection with in front of the information. You want to plug them into the system and help them get a fast start. Okay, get experience in prospecting with TTP and TTMP, and then achieve mastery through teaching this to others. Just real simple. It's not, I mean, if we're talking about a recipe for success, this is it. Okay, TTP and TTMP right there. Okay. Okay, here's where we take questions and announcements, okay? As my brother Guillermo, and I met Guillermo when I was in Singapore. Yeah, Guillermo, what up, boy? Yeah. It was a blast. It was a real blast. And on October the 5th, they're having a major event here in Malaysia, in October the 5th in Kuala Lumpur. I encourage everybody to be there because, again, events are one of the ways you build your business. If you have anybody here, send them over, okay? Get them to be involved with what's going on. If you can be here and push yourself to get here. Push yourself to get here because, again, it'll be worth it. These are the things that change people's lives. These are the things that put things in a whole different level of a whole different level of access. You know, where you feel inspired. If you bring people with you, they'll feel inspired. The whole thing starts to change and become something great and big right in front of your eyes. And you can come now to actually see your business start to elevate itself through the process of you making a commitment just to be there and be among the other people who are highly inspired, who are highly successful, who are charged up and ready to go and ready to share with you their knowledge and experience. There's a lot of people out there who are taking very good, I heard some of them today on the call. Amazing. These guys are really amazing, the stuff that they've done, and their stories have led to many great things for them understanding what it is they have now with Cloud Token. You want to hear those stories, but you want the people you can bring with you to also hear those stories, because these are the things that inspire people and get them to understand that, yeah, it's possible. It's possible for them. It's possible for me. It's possible we can do this together. So I would encourage you like that. So this is, we have questions and we have announcements. My announcements is October the 5th. I'm pumped up about here. I'm already in Malaysia, so I'm going for sure. More than that, I can't wait to see all the guys. Ronald, what up, boy? I'll see you there. And Luigi, Guillermo, what up? Right? And yeah, I'll see you guys there. And we're gonna have an opportunity to be together and to take advantage of that fellowship that we share in networking. And I put this out there in my love for networking and my love for networkers. We're a unique group of people. We are the people who know that something good. And again, it doesn't matter if we've been burned before, we've been taken advantage, we've been involved with things. That's the price we paid. That's the price we paid. That's paying our dues. We paid our dues to get here. So we might as well take time now and do what? Enjoy the fruits of our labors. But right now, this is from root, which is all that stuff we went through, to the crypto fruit with Cloud Token. So that's my presentation with you today. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. Only want to say, yes, recommended future coaching, right? I want to be able to tell you that I have a bunch of stuff. I get excited, crazy. Achieving your mojo, your definite purpose in life. Okay, we want to talk about that, and mastering your mojo, right? Achieving your major definite purpose. Okay, we have that down. Okay. Mastering your mojo. Some people don't even know what a mojo is. I don't know how you do that, but okay. If you don't have a mojo, you have a no-jo. So go figure, right? We want to talk about colors to success. And when I say colors to success, it's about the characteristics of people that you're talking to and how to talk to them, so that when you're talking to them, you're saying words and keying in on things that they connect with, so that they can actually hear you better, right? And then we want to talk about how we can meet and grow rich in networking. This is a killer stuff, because again, we're meeting anyway. Why not meet and grow rich? Not just think and grow rich, but meet and grow rich. Okay. And then we have mastermind allowance success groups. We got every different person in all these different areas. You're going to put together a mastermind, or at least you should. And that mastermind should be in harmony. The group members should be in harmony with each other, being able to produce a specific objective that everyone agrees on, and so on like that. And then we have, of course, the 70 principles of success. This is a review. This is mind-blowing stuff. It's really amazing. You will love this. But this is the kind of stuff I want to bring to the table. And then we have the ultimate goal setting and achieving system. We've been doing this for years. We've been very successful in this and want to continue. Plan to continue. I'm going to continue with my team, but I'm putting it out there for all my members and all my family of Cloud Token that we can go ahead and do this together. And there's more. We don't have the ability. I don't have the ability to be able to share all the pages and all the different information that I want. It's just, it's just so much. I'm just so excited. I'm feeling pumped, just so very happy to just be here and to be able to contribute and to be able to do some good. I'm enjoying this. I'm very thankful, very grateful for the opportunity. And I guess really what it comes down to is my last thing is just to tell you thank you. And all the different ways I gracias, and terima kasih, and merci beaucoup, and
all the different languages.
All the different languages.
I took my video off so people could concentrate on you and what you were sharing, because very powerful. I mean, at the end of the day, people that are struggling, okay, or whatever, because sometimes you're saying, listen, Luigi, I'm copying the same thing that you're doing on your Facebook. I'm putting it on my Facebook. I'm not getting any hits or anybody signing up. Well, he went into a lot of reasons why. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of work involved before people start actually following you, okay? There's a lot of self-teaching. You know, you have to, I mean, you could read books every day, just 15 minutes a day, to get to that next level, not to understand things. But the biggest part is building relationships, because people join people. They don't join business or an opportunity. You know, that has to be the biggest part. People join businesses, join people. So you have to be in a position where somebody likes you, loves you, or trusts you, or admires you. But there has to be something, okay? There really has to be something.
It's about posturing. It's about your posture. How do you hold your posture with people to make them feel comfortable enough to want to take a chance? I mean, yeah, and really it becomes the issue of risk. Okay, people are adverse to risk. Okay, but they love reward. But if the risk they feel is greater than the reward, then they'll stop.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna move. Okay, but at the same time, if we can show them a system and a process through which they can have a greater amount of reward with a minimized risk, they can decide to go ahead and move forward.
Now, for those who are struggling, like really, really struggling, and do not have the knowledge or the strength or the posture or everything that we're trying to give everybody here in one session, in the meantime, the best way to go about succeeding in cloud, I think, for the average person, while you're learning all these things, while you're trying to better yourself, while you're trying to get that extra knowledge, while you're trying to get yourself to that place where you would love to be on that Facebook Live on your Facebook and not be afraid of doing it. While you get there to that point, we have a means where you can use, and that means is our Zooms that we're doing every day. Also, I think that has to be the easiest way for the average person who does not have our capacity. I think, Ibrahim. So these calls that we're doing every day. Now, but wait, I agree on one thing. There's still a point there, because even though, you know, when you invite people to the calls, I'm doing the speaking. Yeah, Ibrahim is doing the speaking. Like tonight, I had 3 other speakers with me on tonight. Tonight's call was actually very good, Ibrahim. It was a very good.
Yep. I was there. I was there.
So did you like it, tonight's call? It was actually refreshing.
Amazing. Amazing.
So like we do very, very good calls. Now, the problem is you still have to get the people to the call, right, Ibrahim? So there's still a hurdle there, because even though you're not doing the call, you still have to find a way of getting them to that call, right?
Yeah. But I would, and forgive me for this, but I would differ with you on one thing and say that the people who get on the calls, they're not average. They're common. They're common, but they're not average. Because the average person, he's sitting in front of the TV with the remote control, flipping the buttons and stuff, man. He's not making a move. He doesn't care about the call. But the person who's coming on the call, that person says, I want to be more than average. I don't mind to be common, but at the same time, I want to get out there and be an achiever. I want to change my situation. I'm willing to go and make an effort. At least they get on the call. If they can get others on the call, that's the start of it.
Oh yeah, well, at the end of the day, the person who comes to our call, yes, they're already above average right away.
Yeah.
Above average, absolutely, because the average person is satisfied with his situation and not even looking one foot further than his nose. We all understand that. What I mean is, for those people who would like to share this opportunity, who want to grow a team, who cannot, that don't seem to be able to do it on their own because they tried sharing the same thing as I've done. They tried talking to their family, their friends, and nobody seems to want to be joining them. What I'm trying to tell everybody is, let's start by at least getting people to come to our calls. That even getting people to our calls is still a challenge for some people. Imagine, for some people, it's hard for them actually to invite people to a call. There's a way also. So you know what should we do on the second training is, okay, of course there's motivation, there's self-improvement, there's so many things we can talk about. Now, you know what I think the next training we should do is, how do we invite people to a call? What's the right way? What's the wrong way? Because at the end of the day, before you invite somebody to a call, you still need to build a relationship with them, right? You can't just, hey, buddy, come to our call. You want to make a lot of money? It's not going to work like that.
Yeah. But again, this is a very valid point you make, and there's another aspect that I know you're very good at as well, and that's called three-way calls. Three-way calls. Yes. What's the right way to do a three-way call? We want to bring in that kind of training to this whole platform. What are the right ways to be able to do what's called ROMs, reaching out methods, ROMs? What are the right ways to do that? What are the most effective ways to do that? And how to bring people to this thing to make it inviting for them, so that they become interested. They become interested. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's why I said, you invite people to a call. There's a process you have to do. There's still some work involved there. Now it's still easier than trying to try to explain it all yourself, because if you can just get them to the call, we're doing the explaining, like on the call. Okay. But you still have to find a way of them getting to that call, and that is easier said than done for some people too. So the next training,
when they have the skills, it becomes easier. When you have the skills, you have greater confidence.
Absolutely.
When you have greater confidence, you'll feel a lot easier being able to put it out there. And nobody's going to get 100% success. Nobody's going to be perfect in the process of being able to manage it and put it all together. I mean, it's going to take time, but you got to give yourself time, and you're going to learn. It's worth it to learn. If you can make, there's one guy today, he's saying that he's making $400 a day. If you could make $400 a day, which is about $1,200 a month, $1,200 a month, that's part-time. That's a nice part-time job for some people.
That was listen, for a guy who's working, it's amazing what he's doing right now, dear Ibrahim. I'm sure that yes, come on, in Malaysia, people that would do $400 a day, wow,
that's right.
That would be like kings almost.
Sure. Okay. So again, is it worth it to learn the skills? Because the world of money has already changed. This is another aspect of what has changed. Are you willing to adapt to learn what it takes to be able to make it work? Learn how to earn. I want to get into all of that. There's a whole other thing I want to do. Remember the stuff I did in Singapore? I want to get into the whole thing. Do you want to win? And I want to get into all of that. Now, there's a whole training that goes behind that.
So listen, what we'll do then, today's training, we're going to you're going to tell me exactly how you want to name today's training, exactly what it involved on. And I'd like this next training that we do together, we'll prepare something about how do we get people to actually get on a call, and do we do also the three-way call on that same training, or should it be two separate trainings? We'll see that. I think we already have an idea of our second training, so it's very.
I would encourage that we do it separately so that there are dedicated trainings in each round.
Why not?
How do you get on the call? How do you get on the thing? Because again, just the calls itself, there's so many aspects. There's so many moving parts.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then the whole three-way calling, that's another thing that has so many moving parts.
So my dear folks, dear Cloudtopians, friends, co-workers, family, we are at the right place at the right time. You just need the right tools. You need the right mentorship. You need the right, of course, you have to be passionate about something. You also need the right vehicle. Once you find the right vehicle, you still have to be passionate about that vehicle. On top of that, it's not just enough. You have to find the right vehicle. You have to be passionate, and you have to have a burning desire on top of that, like a big burning desire. All right. If you put all that together, you have a very good chance of succeeding. And that can be just like Guillermo, who's making $300-400 a day. He's not making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day, but he's still making some very insane money at $300-400 a day.
Yes, he's not making that money yet.
Yes,
but he's on his way.
He's on his way. Of course, it's only been 2-3 months, Abraham. So yes,
it's only been 2 or 3 months for everybody.
Thank you very much for today's training, Abraham, and for a lot of value here to be shared with everybody. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel and my Vimeo channel and share it to all my.
I'm with you, man. I'm all in, brother. Let's go.
Let's make it happen. I'll see everybody, Abraham, on training number 2, which will be about how to get people ready to invite them to a call, like a Zoom call, because there's a process. And we're going to teach everybody the right way, the wrong way to do that, and maybe give you some tools on what you can do to give yourself a better chance at the person saying yes. Good. All right? That's the whole idea. All right.
Okay.
Have a good
All right, I got to go. Take care.
Take care, everybody.
God bless.